What's good? It's your boy Jay. That's me. Let's get into Backlash from May the 4th, 2024. A pretty solid show for the most part. The France crowd killed it. They were alive and boisterous all night long. They chanted in every single match. And the crowd was on point. It made the show super fun. International crowds are always good. Always good. And that's one thing about these international shows. The crowd brings it every single time. They constantly bring it. It's never a dull moment. It's never a moment where they're like, we're not interested in this match. The France crowd was hot the entire time. From start to finish, they were on point. So, that's great. So, we kicked the show off with the first match of the night, which was Kevin Owens and Randy Orton versus the Bloodline. Solo Sikoa and Tonga. So, before the match could even get started, it was a massive brawl that took place. It lasted for about a good minute and a half. Referees and officials and security guards came out. Kevin Owens started to stun some of the officials. And then Nick Aldis, he came out. He said enough. That's enough. He told them to stop it. Nick Aldis tells them that if they want to disregard the rules, to do what they want, because this is now a no disqualification match. It's a street fight. So this turns into a street fight. And every single street fight is the same, basically. So we had steel chairs, steel steps, kendo sticks, and tables. So Kevin Owens, he did a frog splash through the table to take out, I believe it was Solo. Randy Orton got put through a table by Solo. Kevin Owens got put through a table. So it was fun. Randy Orton hit an RKO on Tonga. And then towards the end of the match, KO beat the shit out of Tonga with steel chairs, and he unfolded them, and he did the super brainbuster from the top rope. He got a long 2 count, and then we see the debut of Tanga Loa, the brother of Tonga, which was great. I fucking loved it. So this allowed for Solo to hit the spinning solo into the Samoan spike for the 1, 2, 3, and the Bloodline win. This makes perfect sense. I was shocked that we got Tanga Loa. Most of us thought it was going to be Jacob Fatu, which he probably will enter into the story eventually at some point. We might even get him as early as Smackdown this coming Friday, but I doubt it. But he'll definitely be in the story in due time. But this was great. I actually enjoyed this. The WWE finally has Gorillas of Destiny, a.k.a. God. So they're finally with the WWE, which is great. This is great. I'm loving this. I'm actually down for this. I wouldn't be shocked that in due time, Gorillas of Destiny, they become the new WWE World Tag Team Champions. So Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, they're already going to have a short reign. But this was great. This was definitely great. And I'm glad we got a surprise out of this. This was good. I was shocked this was going to be the first match on the show. I actually thought that was going to go to either Damian Priest and Jey Uso or have the triple threat in Tiffany Stratton, Naomi, and Bayley. But that didn't happen, so that's fine. Moving on, speaking of the triple threat match, we got that next. Bayley versus Naomi versus Tiffany Stratton. Really solid match for everyone involved. But Bayley wins via a roll-up. She rolled up Naomi. So towards the end of the match, Tiffany Stratton got a lot of momentum. She showed out a lot. And then Naomi and Bayley, they hit the 3D. And then Naomi was going to go for, I think, a kick on Bayley. She reversed it, and then she got a roll-up pin for the 1-2-3. And Bayley is still the WWE Women's Champion, which makes perfect sense. Naomi, what do you do with her going forward? I have no idea. I would just put her in NXT. I think her being in NXT would be great. You need some more veterans down there. NXT just lost 10 people. They just released 10 people. So there's that. But I think Naomi, her being in NXT would be great. That would be the best thing they could possibly do. I doubt if she's going to do anything on Smackdown. She's just not. She's just there just to be there, really. So, really good shit there. I liked it. Moving on. So, Jay Uso was backstage. He was getting prepared for his match. So Solo Sikoa and Tanga Loa, they all come up. They all stare down Jay. And then Paul Heyman, he's the last to arrive. He shakes Jay's hand and he walks away. So this was fine. Silence speaks volumes in this. I actually do like this. We could potentially be getting Guerrillas of Destiny versus the Usos sometime this year. And that will fucking rule. That's going to kick major ass. I can't wait for that whenever that occurs. That actually might occur at SummerSlam. I think you could build that either at Money in the Bank or SummerSlam. Shit, let's start cooking. Next, Damian Priest versus Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight Championship. Damian Priest retained via a staff of heaven from off the top rope. There were a bunch of near falls in this match. JD McDonough and Finn Balor, they kept on getting involved in the match and stuff. You know, putting Damian Priest's foot on the ropes and all that stuff. Damian Priest post-match just, pushed and shoved Finn Balor and JD McDonough. He was just laying into them. He really didn't want their help. But the match was solid. It was good, but this actually felt like a match that you would see on Monday Night Raw. You could have done this same thing on Monday Night Raw, and you could have basically had maybe LA Knight on the show of some form, but we didn't get that. But I don't see Damian Priest being champion long. He's still going to be a transitional champion. I'm guessing by Clash at the Castle, Damian Priest probably is going to be dethroned by Drew McIntyre. I know he's working through a hurt elbow. Maybe he can get like a quick little surgery and heal pretty quick. But I would suspect WWE put the title on Drew either before Clash of the Castle or at Clash at the Castle. But Damian Priest is going to be a transitional champion for sure. And it still seems like they're building towards the inevitable breakup of the Judgment Day. Because Damian made it known on numerous occasions he doesn't want their help. So, this is fine. Again, I've also pitched before that now that Dijak is on Raw, now that he's been drafted there, that he should take the place of Damian Priest. And Damian Priest can go on his own and do his own thing. So, there's that. Moving on. Next. So a random guy from France, he comes out or whatever. I don't know his name or whatever. Didn't know he's just speaking French and everything else. And basically, they announced their largest gate of any arena show in WWE history, which was great. That was good. Really good stuff there. WWE, they've always have loved their metrics. That's always been them, especially in the modern era. That's always been there to go all the time. Like I said, it's fine. International crowds are always going to be good because they don't get to see WWE all that much, especially live. Like here in the States, we take it for granted because we see it every single week. And it's way too oversaturated because most of the time, 9 times out of 10, you're always going to have shows in the States. And maybe twice a year, sometimes 3 times a year, maybe if you're lucky, WWE will do an international show. But these international shows are great, man. They're always good. And the France crowd did really, really good. So I enjoyed that. Moving on from that leads us into Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill versus the Kibaki Warriors, Kairi Sane, Asuka. Pretty solid match. Jade Cargill worked pretty well in this one. She was a powerhouse. Same thing with Bianca. Bianca held it down like she always does. This was a long match, though. Every match on this card was long. For whatever reason, every single fucking match was long. I don't understand why Triple H wants to make these shows like takeovers. Bruh, this is the main fucking roster. Stop that shit. You don't need to have every single match be 25 minutes or 20 minutes. Stop doing that. Stop it. This match was long. This match was really, really long. When this match could have easily lasted at least 10 minutes. But in the end, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, they get the win. Jade hits the Jaded, and then Bianca follows that up with the KOD. And we have new women's tag team champions, which is great. I'm happy for them. Damage Control did a good job. There was a bunch of near falls in this match as well, because Asuka and Kairi, they're work rate women. But this was a pretty decent match. The only problem was it was too long. Just like every other match on the show, it was super long. But it was good nonetheless. I kind of enjoyed it. Again, I think they're going to have Bianca slowly turn heel on Jade. They're going to give them a long reign as tag champions. I'm hoping they pull the trigger on the heel turn and actually turn Bianca Belair heel and really actually go through with it. When do you turn her heel? I really don't know, because you don't want to rush Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. You don't. That's a WrestleMania match. So I really wouldn't turn Bianca Belair heel until, I want to say, around Survivor Series, I think. I think that would be the best bet, to turn her heel around Survivor Series. That's in 7 months from now, because we are in May. So, I mean, that's fine. But I hope that's what they go with. Moving on. Main event. Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles for the WWE Undisputed Championship. Cody Rhodes gets the win via a off the top rope Cody cutter into the crossroads for the 1, 2, 3. This match was pretty good. They didn't spam a whole bunch of finishers and stuff at all. AJ hit his 450. There were times he went for the Styles Clash, but Cody always basically fought it off and reversed it. They also fought outside a little bit. AJ slammed Cody Rhodes' face into the announce table. So, you know, they had a really good match. They actually worked very well together. And I'm hoping we can get a feud out of this. I mean, Cody did win clean, but we could still run this back. King of the Ring, maybe? If not, Money in the Bank. I think that's in June. Or is that in July? I always get confused on Money in the Bank because years ago, Money in the Bank used to be back in June. But as of late, within like the last, I want to say 5 to 8 years, they've done Money in the Bank in July. So I don't know. But they need to run back Cody and AJ. I'm shocked that LA Knight didn't get involved. I'm shocked. That was weird. I was thinking that maybe he would have got involved. And that way they can have continued. AJ could have been in 2 feuds. Cody and LA Knight. But all in all, the show itself was decent. It was really good. Only problem was some of the matches were long. I think you could have shortened both women's matches. The matches were also in weird order, too. That's another thing. They were in weird order. Like, I really was thinking they were going to open up with the triple threat match or open up with the women's tag match. I was thinking that the women were going to open, whether it be the tag match or the triple threat. And I was thinking that the street fight tag match, that was going to be the co-main event, but it wasn't. I mean, that was cool because we still got the same result. So basically, Guerrillas of Destiny being in WWE kicks ass. It rules. It's great. It makes perfect sense. I'm hoping that we get the Motor City Machine Guns. I'm hoping we do. If Motor City Machine Guns don't show up at Double or Nothing later this month, there's a chance we could get them in NXT. But, man, Guerrillas of Destiny being there is great. We'll probably get Jacob Fatu appearing sooner rather than later. I'm not sure when, but we should get Jacob Fatu. We should get it. Well, we should get him soon. Don't know when. But all in all, Backlash was solid. It was a solid 3 hours and some change. It was solid. A little bit long with the matches. You could have shortened the matches. But it's Triple H, you know, I gotta have long matches all the time. Long matches. But all in all, Backlash was good. What did you guys think? Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.